Hey guys, welcome as we continue our study on First John. We're in the third chapter today. Now, understand that this is actually being posted to both Facebook and to our YouTube channel, and you can comment on both of those. So there are comments on both of those avenues. Some there's more comments than on others, but just understand that that's available to you. As we're studying First John, we're in the third chapter, and this third chapter, I can tell you, you will probably have a lot of questions. Every time I read First John chapter 3, I have these things that just glare up at me. But the overall understanding of First John chapter 3 is that we are children of God in every way, not just in name. Okay, now we're children of God. We can just call ourselves that, but we are in every way. Our inheritance is in God. In other words, our eternal inheritance comes from God. So we have that as well because He is our Father, and we have our Father's inheritance, which is eternal goodness. But not only that, just like you have from your parents, we have traits that are given to us by our Father. There's things that you have in you that maybe you don't want from your parents, but it's just there. There you have physical traits of your parents and you have personality traits of their parents. We begin to start acting like our parents. That is the same thing that is going on in here. That when we become children of God, we take on all of that. That's the reason that it says, starting right out, it says, see what kind of love the Father has given us, that we should be called children of God. And so we are. So we have been born into God's family. We are His children. And so all of the things that play into that are going to come on to us. That's the reason, as it goes on in verse 6, it says, no one born of God makes a practice of sinning, for God's what? Seed is in him. And he cannot keep on sinning because he has been born of God. And so he's saying that because of we literally are born the seed of God. We are literally born of God. We can't live in a life of sin. Yes, we still mess up, but we're taking on the nature of God. We're taking on His love. We're taking on His joy. We're taking on His peace. We're taking on His truth. All of those things are what we're taking on. Why? Because now we are His children and we brought that on. It's a result of us becoming children of God. We can't earn becoming a child of God, but a result of becoming a child of God is that we began to do these things. And that's the reason as he goes on, he says in verse 17, he says, but if anyone has the world's goods, we have lots of goods. I mean, we're Americans, right? The world's goods, and sees his brother in need, yet closes his heart to him, how does God's love abide in him? In other words, how can you say that I'm a child of God, but yet I don't have love for other people? How can I say that I'm a child of God and I'm not actually carrying on the personality traits that my Father has given me? So understand this whole chapter is directly talking about all the things that come along with being a child of God, and that is what we are. And he reinforces that over and over again. So let me hear what you think about it. Tomorrow we're going to be taking on 1 John chapter 4, and there's a lot in that one. So anyway, check back within you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.